What's up, beauties, and welcome back to page 4 of Vlogmas. Okay guys, so as you can read by the title, today we will be doing a story time of the worst gift I've ever received in my entire life. So go ahead, get comfortable, and let's get right into it. So the story starts when I was in 8th grade. This was a Valentine's Day gift. So at the time, I was dating someone named Dexter. Let's just call him Dexter. So me and Dexter had been dating for a few months now at the time. So Dexter told me that on Valentine's Day I would be getting like a big, like one of those life-size teddy bears, and that I would love it, and I was gonna get like some other things as well. So you know me, back then I think 13, so I was so excited, and I was like, oh yay, I'm gonna get a teddy bear. I never had a Valentine before. I was just real geek, y'all. So Valentine's Day comes around. Mind you, my mom picks up Dexter and his sisters for school. So when we pull up to pick him and his sisters up that day, he comes out the house, not a teddy bear in sight. So I was like, maybe I'll get it after school, because mind you, I had just talked to him the day before, and he still was telling me like, yeah, you're gonna get it, it's gonna be so much fun, you're gonna love it, whoop, whoop, whoop. So fast forward, we get to school, I'm standing at my locker. Me and his lockers are not like close to each other, like his on the other side of the hallway. So I was at my locker by myself. So next thing I know, I'm putting my things into my locker, He walks up behind me and places a teddy bear on my like top locker shelf. So I look at it, and it's like a small, like little hand-sized teddy bear, like finger hand, small one. And I look at it, and I'm like, oh, it's so cute, thank you. Mind you, I was just grateful to get anything, because if anybody knows anything about me, I'm not a materialistic person at all. So I was like, oh, thank you, it's so cute, woo, woo, woo. You know, it was cool. So I take it to class with me. I'm like, oh, I want to show it off. My little boo boyfriend, whatever, got me a teddy bear. It's Valentine's Day. Oh yeah, like let me like take it to class, show it off, like I said. So I take it to class, and then I realized like, oh, I left I think it was my phone in my locker or something at the time. I don't remember like verbatim what it was, but I left something in my locker. So I left the bear on the desk in the class, and then I went back out to my locker. Mind you, the locker is like very close to my class, maybe like out the door around the corner type thing. So I grabbed whatever I was getting out of my locker. I go back into the class. When I go back into the class, a group of, I'm not going to say they were mean girls, but they were like, you know, those type of girls from like middle school, high school. They were those type of girls. So at this point, they're standing around the bear at my desk, like surrounding the bear. So I walk in confused, like, what's going on? What are y'all doing? So they're like, Diane, who got you this bear? Dexter? And I was like, yeah. And so then they were like, when did he give it to you? And I was like 10 minutes ago, this morning. And they were like, did you look at it? And I was like, yeah, knowing that I was lying. No, I didn't really expect the bear. He put it on the shelf. I took it to class, came back out. I didn't really like look at the bear, y'all. I didn't. I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't. So I was like, yeah. So it was like, so you see the tag? I said, huh? So she picks it up. Her name was, let's call her Jessica. Her name was Jessica. So she picks the bear up, and she was like, Diane, look at the tag. So I was like, okay. So I look at the tag, y'all. Why is the tag, like the little tag part on the butt, like, you know, they come off the bear, why is the tag wrinkled up, and has somebody's initials on it? had somebody's initials on it. So I was like, okay. And then she points out the fact that it smelled of mildew, y'all. It smelled like it smelled bad. And I didn't notice it at first. Because like I said, I just took it out the locker. I said, thank you. Put it on my desk. Went back out the classroom to get something else. And that was it. So now, all day, I'm sitting here like racking my brain like, what's going on? Like, why is this bear? It basically looked like it was a used teddy bear, y'all. So fast forward throughout the day. Now everybody is laughing about it, making jokes about it, blah, blah, blah. Mind you, we weren't in the same class, so I didn't really see him throughout the day until we got to lunch. So we got to lunch, and even though we're in different classes, it's not to where, like, my middle school didn't have a rule to where you could only sit with your class. So he would always sit with me and my friends at lunch. So we get to lunch, and I was like, Dexter, where'd you get this bear? And so he was like, I bought it. Yeah. So I said, when did you buy it? And so then he was like, yesterday. Okay. So I said, so this isn't a used bear? He said, no. Okay. So after that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to drop it. We're in front of other people. I'm not about to embarrass him like that. So it was just that. I dropped it. Rest of the day went by. I didn't say nothing else about it. So mind y'all, like I said, my mom took him and his sisters to school. And after school, she took him and his sisters home from school to drop them back off. So we get in the car after school, right? And I'm like, oh, what am I gonna call her? Oh, Jordan. Let's call her Jordan. I'm like, oh, Jordan, which was his oldest little sister. Do you want to see what Dexter got me for No, I'm lying. That's not what I said. I said, oh, Jordan, do you want to see what I got for Valentine's Day? I didn't tell her it was from her brother Dexter. So she was like, yeah, let me see it. So I pull it out of my bag. Y'all, tell me why as soon as I pulled it out of my bag, she goes, I used to have a bear like that when I was a little girl. So now you're caught. Got you, nigga. You're caught. So I said, oh, really? And so he looked at me like I was crazy. I looked at him and he was like, maybe it's just a coincidence. Now you're playing in my face. Now you're playing in my face. Like I said before, y'all, it's not the fact that it's, how can I explain it? It's the thought that counts, I guess. But I would have just rather not have gotten anything, and I would have been fine, versus you giving me your, I think she was like 8, 9-year-old little sister's old teddy bear, and then lying about it throughout the day when I continuously asked you, you know, where the bear came from. So fast forward, we dropped them off at home. Me and my mom get home. I'm texting him like, I'm giving you one last chance to tell me the truth about this bear, Dexter. One last chance. So then he finally tells me the truth. He finally tells me that he didn't have the money to get the bear that I wanted, or that he said I didn't ask for it. So the bear that he told me he was going to get me, he said that he still wanted to get me something, and that that's the only thing he could find in his house. And it was just like a lot. And I told him, like I said, like, I'm not a materialistic person. Never been, never have been, never will be. So it was like, I wouldn't have minded if you didn't give me anything at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want him to feel like he had to give me something, or I would have been mad, or I would have been upset, or anything like that. Because it definitely wouldn't have been that at all. So basically, that's what happened. But me and my mom got out the car. I threw the bear, like, straight into the trash. straight into the big dumpsters that's like outside that you take your garbage out, putting like the curb and stuff. I threw it in there like as soon as I got out the car. And I told my mom what happened. Basically, she thought it was hilarious. So yeah, we broke up like not too long after that, because I believe his birthday was like February 24th or 25th, and I broke up with him the day after his birthday because of something that happened on his birthday, which I'm not gonna get into. If y'all wanted to hear that story time, let me know. But yeah, that was really the worst gift I've ever received in my entire life. I remember it like it was yesterday, even though it was about 6-7 years ago. And I just feel like, I don't know, like I haven't talked to him in like 2 years. I think he has a baby now. He's engaged. Congratulations. But yeah, y'all, anyways, that's the end of this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those post notifications. Go ahead, follow me on all my social medias: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at Fat Girl Yanni. Do not forget the $50 Visa Christmas giveaway. All you have to do to enter is stay active on the channel throughout the whole month of Vlogmas. Today's post notification shout out goes to, drum roll please, Jasmine McDonald. Thank you so much for all the love and support. You were the first person to comment on my video from yesterday. Don't forget to be happy, stay peaceful, continue thriving, and to the next page of Yanni's Diary.